literally most people's motivation for why things happen are just plot, and they got a supervillain right now. Cicada is the main villain of this season. They've
We'll begin streaming right now.
right now.
Well, hello everyone. It's Knack time again, baby.
Knack time.
I'm Darby Hallman.
I'm Jeff Mayo.
I am an allergic mess, Will Outlaw.
Oh, I think that's at least me and you. I don't know
Yeah.
if Jeff is currently dying from
My
spring.
nose is killing me.
Spring is trying to murder
I'm
me.
fine.
Well,
My
aren't
car-
you so fortunate?
Yep.
Will, you, like Jacob before you, lost a bet to
Yep.
me,
Yep.
and this beautiful man is your punishment.
I can't wait.
How excited are you?
Can't wait.
Have you played any Knack before in your life, or even seen any Knack gameplay in your life?
Knack was definitely one of those games when the PS4 was first coming out where you could play it on, like, you know, in GameStop and Walmart and Target. So I definitely played small snippets of Knack as I was waiting for my PS4 for Christmas.
While you were waiting on better things to arrive.
Yeah. But, I mean,
So Resogun.
that was forever ago.
And I guess Killzone was technically better.
I'm sure it was better.
That must have been 2013, so I played the demo of Knack in 2013.
Well, I think that's more than Jacob had played. And definitely more than I had played. Not more than Jeff had played, but... Because Jeff apparently actually played a little bit of it when he got his PS4. Alright. So a bunch of dumb shit happened.
By that means we have no idea what's going on in this plot.
So we're like
Victor is the guy who is so obviously the antagonist, but he was with your party
Okay.
Like, I'll wait for you to spot him.
Right.
You'll
Welcome,
be able
Doctor.
to spot him.
It's a pleasure
and
to
then now
have you
he
here.
finally did his heel
Please
turn.
come this way.
The-
Victor's
The
expecting
thing is
you.
apparently only like a quarter or a third of the way through the game.
A quarter.
Hard to believe
My
this
goodness.
is what destroyed 20
So
of
his
our
heel turn
toughest
happened pretty
robots.
fast.
Believe it, Katrina, he's quite dangerous.
He looks like a
Victor.
nice guy, right?
Why did you
Victor
kidnap
with a
my
K?
assistant?
I don't know how I
Doctor,
feel
don't
about
be
that.
so melodramatic.
That's
I
how you
nearly
know
took him
he's
for a
evil.
ride in my
Yeah,
flight.
that is an evil.
I
Victor
needed your
song.
full attention.
Plus, look at
But
that.
I didn't think I'd be
mustache
getting
beard.
it
It's
out
like
there
too
in
many
the
little
woods.
points.
What
on
about
it.
our mission? We were
How do
supposed to
I know
help
this
those poor people.
kind man
To
with
find
the
out where the
glasses?
goblins were coming from
Is
and
this
prevent them
Knack's
from
dad?
ever attacking us again.
I was a
yeah.
volunteer.
He's the scientist
I
that
put
made
in my
Knack,
time.
isn't he?
If you
Yeah.
care so
Yeah.
much,
What
why
exactly
don't you
is
track
Knack?
down the rest of
Okay,
the
so
goblins
Knack
yourself and finish
Is
them off?
made from
Knack is a way of life.
Well,
Knack
in
is
fact,
a way
I've
of
been
life.
working
It's a
on something
religion.
Our
much
Lord and Savior.
more
My lord,
interesting.
baby. Knack is apparently made from a bunch of like ancient fossils or something that they like, put
Relics.
together, relics, and put together into
Yes.
a man.
I see.
It's
In
true.
our head canon, he's made of
A single
old
relic
men-
weighing
man's
more than a
toenails.
ton. Such a thing
looks
should
like
not be
it.
possible,
Somehow,
of course.
that's-
Yet here
that's
it
where
is
we
before you.
arrived.
Where did you find it?
He's just
Why is he so little?
I have dozens
thought
like
he was
this.
big.
Oh, just wait.
We are on the verge of the next step of human evolution. The
He-
power
Benjamin
of these
Buttons,
giant
he, like,
relics
gets
will
really
be
old
the
and
engine
really
that
young.
drives it.
They're really old.
But to take that next step,
Who developed this game?
I need Knack.
Sony Japan.
What's
Mark
he
Cerny.
got to do with this? Knack is the key. Which is to say, I need your pet. And I need
did
him
this
to be
get a sequel?
cooperative. No
Because
getting
people
huge and
ironically
nasty.
bought it.
No smashing everything in
Launch
sight.
title.
Yeah.
What is he doing?
People just bought it with their
Heroes is budget. Like,
Let's go!
40 bucks. This was a full 60 bucks.
All right,
feel
look
like
at
it.
me. I am Knack.
Clear the way, Knack.
Oh
We'll
my.
be right behind you.
I think it's right stick for dodge.
Oh my gosh, Knack died.
Forgot how to do super moves. You probably press star and controls.
Oh jeez, how do I get up there? Do I just run?
I want to see how he does on his own first.
I
We'll see how intuitive these
professional at this game.
controls are. So you can do like special moves that you're using those little like piss crystals for.
Things like you activate it with circle and then you press another button to do different moves.
Whoa, tornado.
Apparently tornadoes. See, you got it.
How do I defeat these people?
He's fine.
Punch him.
Jeff. He's fine.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's a pro.
Also,
I play video games.
did you beat Cuphead?
Did you beat Cuphead?
I don't have an Xbox.
I mean, none of us
Dang
are
it,
true
Matt.
gamers because we didn't beat Cuphead.
Do I have a certain amount of lives?
you get,
Oh, what? Come on.
no, they're no lives in this.
And the checkpoints can be pretty bad.
So the viewers out there might see me play through this part.
Yeah,
Several
Jacob played the first little while on his own. And, you know,
at
died
that.
sometimes and all that. But once I jumped in, it's like, well, the game just became really easy.
Yeah, so we'll just, for my enjoyment, let you do this for a little bit. And then
Well, I just
one of
made
us
it
will
through
jump
without
in.
getting hit by any of those guys this time, so
Well.
I'm just saying.
Maybe you don't need us.
Boom, boom. Nope, get out of here, man.
I feel like once you get through that door, that's like,
Alright. Come on, come on. Oh, mama. Oh, mama.
that was like a good checkpoint, I guess. So.
That looks like a checkpoint right there. Get out of dodge. Get out of dodge, Knack. Ooh.
Well, the stream is just not working.
This will just be a YouTube video. YouTube. Get out of the way, Knack. This way. This camera is interesting. This guy has a lightsaber. Whoa.
Let's see how far back you go. Okay.
Oh. Could be worse. This reminds me of like the worst parts of Ratchet and Clank. Alright, I'm here lightsaber guy.
Yeah, actually, I'm trying to think. Didn't Knack 2 come out like about the same time Ratchet and Clank did? Or I guess it would be like a year or two. There was like a 2016 for Ratchet and Clank,
Frick.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so a year after.
Oh! Okay.
Well, or I mean, this came out in 2014.
That's a 2. For now.
Okay. I thought you meant this game. That's why I was confused. I was like, definitely not.
I feel like this is just muscle.
Yeah.
Is that what this game
I feel like it's what it is, but it shouldn't be what this. I don't know if that's what it's going for.
is? Okay.
This isn't like Celeste.
Yeah, come out. Did it, guys.
I'm so proud of you.
Start over again.
Doing pretty good for just being thrown into this, and neither me or Jeff are helping you much.
Knack,
Telling you anything.
wait up!
I mean, I didn't play it.
Those are security beams. And look,
So Darby, are
there's
you
a
making
discharge
us
weapon
play
too.
this
If we
without
break those
having
beams, we're
played it yourself?
toast.
Of course.
'Cause that's rude. That's really rude.
Well,
Hey, I am the
won't get us
victor.
out.
Well,
but we
with
can't
a
stay
K,
here.
I am the victor.
Let's go.
So you're evil.
And Jacob was gonna make you guys play the quiet man.
There's future bets. The Quiet Man may or may not appear in the future.
I think with those sale recently on, we just got it for the lulz. But then it's like, well, then I'm supporting the quiet man. Why should I do that?
Yeah, you're,
Oh,
lead,
get
you're
out the
leading
way,
the Quiet Man too. Whenever it happens, you're gonna be part of the reason.
But it's so like hilariously bad. It's like part of me wants.
So part of you wants to support them.
Well, part of me wants it to be made, but not necessarily support it.
I want to give it money, but I don't want to support it.
No. I don't necessarily want to give it money. I just want it to be made so I can watch other people play it at the very least.
You can watch streams.
How much money did Square Enix get from you for the Quiet Man?
Well, nothing.
Let's go!
Oh, I thought you said it was on sale.
It was. I was tempted for the lulz, but I didn't.
I thought you
I did not. Like $20 to start with anyway, so at least they didn't make it a $60 game like Left Alive.
Whoa, look at that jump.
Oh yeah, that's a very important move.
Thanks.
Man, I played this for like an hour and a half or something at most. And that was a couple weeks ago. I can't remember everything Knack does. Nope.
Okay, alright.
Alright.
Knack continues his journey. Is there like a faster way to run? 'Cause I think these guys are gonna get.
Let's go!
Run, Knack, run. Is this Crash Bandicoot?
Doesn't look crash like that.
What is this power I have? Okay. Yay! Hey, Dad.
Dad, love me.
Who is this punk?
Name's like Lucas or something.
Okay.
He's
come
just
on,
kind of
guys.
there.
I love that they're like helping out with this.
Yep.
Not.
They're just able to get past everything without really being there.
You know, they're like, hey, you.
Knack, do
Android.
everything. Slave.
Now is Knack sentient?
Yeah, he can talk,
That's good.
but he's got to get big enough before he can talk.
Oh, I see. That seems to make a ton of sense.
Yep. So right now he doesn't have a voice box.
Dang it. Okay. Hey, I'm okay. He doesn't have a voice box.
Doesn't really make any sense. The internet's better on Wi-Fi than it does on the Ethernet cord.
I want to be able to shoot
Don't
this
really
guy.
get how that works.
Science, Darby.
Oh,
No.
whoa, guys. There's a double jump.
Not a science one.
Of course. What kind of game doesn't have a double jump?
Jeff, can you count all the double jumps I do during this?
No.
Oh yeah, Jeff, you were supposed to be doing that. Damn. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what you do generally.
Yeah.
Count all the double jumps.
Wait till E3.
That's Jeff's job at Nerds at Large is Kelly double jumps.
Double jump counter. Oh no!
I forgot, like, so how much of a pain did that end up being, or did you just count to, like, who had the lowest number? Were you able to...
No, what happened is one of you sons of bitches put like 60 double jumps.
I think he's still upset.
So So I had to counter at least that high.
Oh my god.
So I couldn't just do like a low number. Like, okay, that one wins. Nope.
I don't like these droid things. I'm okay with the people.
Well, Jeff, I think I said 3 or something stupid like that. So you know,
I think it was Jacob.
There you go.
Come on, man. All right. This is a
yeah.
treasure chest. So these little things I'm collecting, I get bigger from them?
Yeah, you also get more your health back.
I see. So I should destroy everything in sight.
That's typically how these games go.
Can I destroy these?
But for some reason, like, Knack, whenever he gets big, he can talk, and his voice is just not what you expect it to be. I won't spoil it.
Ice. He's nice.
Is it? I kind of expect it to be kind of deep. Is it not?
Well, then maybe you are expecting correctly.
Because he's a big guy, you know.
He's a big boy then. But then whenever
He's getting a little bigger.
whenever he's small, he just basically becomes a silent protagonist. They're just like, okay.
He looks
But
mad.
I think he can still talk when he's like adolescent Knack,
So he's like teenage Groot.
basically.
I
But-
am Knack.
But he just goes back and forth like very often.
I am Knack.
I was rewatching Infinity War this weekend.
Dude, I also did that
Really?
this past weekend.
I'll be watch it
I
before.
watched it with my girlfriend. First
Damn,
time
good
she's
movie.
watched it. Yeah, pretty good.
Did she like it?
She did, but she had already, you know, it's past the time where everyone knows the spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she was still affected by it.
That's good. That's a sign of a good.
She hadn't seen Civil War or Thor Ragnarok, but she saw Guardians 2. So I did a quick recap of those other 2 movies. Watch the YouTube video.
Yeah. I think I might
Yeah, those are decently important ones for Infinity War, but
Yeah,
I'm sure
I
you can- you
feel
can
like the
get it.
important ones are Civil War, Ragnarok, and the 2 Guardians.
yeah.
You can understand the rest.
Be easier to show you. We'll be right back.
Maybe
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. But I do think Tom Holland with Spider-Man is just likable enough that you can know nothing about him, and he just jumps in. It's like, yep, this is Spider-Man.
Think you gotta destroy those robots? Think that's what the bottom left is?
I had
for?
to destroy. Oh, it's 0 of 20. Come on. Okay.
Oh my god. I thought it was gonna be a stealth mission.
Yeah, me too. I was like, this is easy.
Just as I thought. Clear
So it's like, can you not get caught though?
Oh, come on. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you get caught, they just attack you, or if you lose.
Game over. That would be
Yeah.
awesome. Look at these chumps. They're just watching me do this.
Like, huh? That's not in the light.
I can't see 5
can't
feet in front of
see.
me.
I have to say, I wish I could move the camera a little bit, but say lovey.
Them fixed camera angles, boy.
All right. So, can I go into this light?
You can hit
Oh,
the
can I-
crystals and get juice.
Give me that juice.
Go into the light and see what happens.
I'm gonna get another crystal.
Get the juice.
I'm gonna look at the controls real quick. Options?
But
Yeah.
it's still impressive, especially rewatching it with Infinity War. Just
These are
how
collectibles.
many different plot lines they were like juggling at once, and it still doesn't feel, you know,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
jumbled and out of place. 'Cause I was watching it, it's like, oh yeah, I've been watching it for an hour. I haven't seen Tony Stark in like 40 minutes. There's so much.
And then in game is looking like, for the most part, people should be together for a good, good chunk of it.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a very different type of movie as far as
Yeah.
pacing
And
and,
there'll be less characters for them to juggle because if you just compare the 2 posters.
stuff. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I'm sure eventually the cast will be that big again, but that's going to be at the end of the movie probably.
Yeah.
Unless they pull something and it's like halfway through the snap gets reversed, but there's something else happening.
That would be pretty cool. I am kind of sad because it actually is possible that there won't be more than like 5 minutes, if that, with like literally all the heroes, you know?
Yeah.
But-
yeah. I'm wondering because like it just seems like it'd be too easy if just we all know what the ending is coming into it. Like the snap gets reversed, everyone's back, and everything's great. There has to be some other thing, you know, something else.
Pro tip. Well, it looks like it doesn't reset when you die,
Yeah. I
which
noticed that.
thank goodness for that. That would be hell.
Oh, the robot counter.
Yeah.
That's good.
He
Give
kept
me
the same
down.
one.
Hey guys, look at the number down. Hey, nice. Hey, nice. man.
What? I didn't even
Blaze.
see it.
Oh wait, it's over. The dream is dead.
I missed it.
You did.
You did. The dream is dead.
I can guess what it was.
The listeners. know.
It's not that difficult to guess what it was.
No,
When you
dude.
say, look at that number.
No, dude, you're really smart, man. I don't know how you cracked that code.
When there's 3 dudes and someone says, look at that number.
Well, there could be 2 different numbers, really.
There are only 2 real numbers.
Yeah. All their numbers are fake.
This dude is not helping me out. Punk.
You expect these characters to help out?
So in Knack 2, does Knack have a child? How do they explain the second player in this?
It's just little.
We're just gonna
brother-
have to wait. We're gonna have to wait until we play Knack 2. Will
Yeah.
Well, how do they explain the second player and 2-player Knack?
they don't really?
They're just
I mean,
like,
in this one, I don't know if they explained it in the second game or not.
Oh yeah, in the second game. I don't know. In this one, they don't really. You just appear.
they're just like, hey, there's your brother, Knack. All right.
It does that thing like if you walk off the screen, like like the second player is just left off the screen, and eventually they'll teleport to you.
That's funny.
Oh,
hell
hell
no.
Knack.
And Jeff dies in like 2 hits, but then he comes back.
Yeah, so we took advantage of that during a boss fight, and we just sent me ahead to do the dirty work.
Because your death means
Because
nothing.
Jacob dying involved us starting all over again.
Oh. I don't like
you
it.
can cheese your way through the game.
Yeah.
Slow-mo
Look at
punch.
that punch.
Finisher.
Falcon punch.
Knack from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. So, guys, something we're going to have to discuss, and I think this may be a good time we can just bring it up so we have something to talk about, and it's kind of related to this in a way. The whole betting special thing. How do you think we should change things up or make different for E3 since Sony is now not a thing, and
That is
and EA?
crazy.
So,
Sony
us
and
doing
EA.
it the same way we have doesn't make that much sense.
Right.
Because honestly, if Nintendo and Microsoft are the 2 first-party ones, and Microsoft usually relies more on third parties,
Yeah, Microsoft
it doesn't make
basically is a third-party conference.
it doesn't make as much sense to have it do the way we've done it.
I agree. So it seems like, I mean, should we just go for a more just all-around E3 predictions and don't
I
separate
mean,
them up into...
a simple way to do that we're already used to is if we do like what we did with the Game Awards. I just do, or one of us just be the moderator, make up all the questions or whatever that people answer.
I like that.
Okay,
That was good.
we can do that.
I mean,
I
I'm,
agree.
I'm,
That was really fun.
I'm open for other... If we come up with something awesome, you know, another thing. But that was fun because it was also kind of a reveal for us that we got to... We didn't know what the questions were going to be, so...
I already had some question bad ideas
Nice.
that could obviously change depending on what gets announced between.
And if, I mean, like, feel free to play around with like special rules, like,
Oh, yeah,
this is a special question that's worth more.
Well,
this is
if
a-
we're okay with that now, I can just go ahead and start planning and everything.
which is not as far away as you would think.
Yeah. 3 months, about. So.
Yeah, year is going by pretty quickly.
It was almost a year ago that we were at your apartment and the like
What a time.
the loudest thunderstorm in,
Oh my gosh. That
in
was-
existence was going on outside. I
Armageddon.
remember in the middle of that Sony conference, it was like,
That was such a long day. It was fun. It was just so long.
thank you for
Yeah.
doing that with us, Will.
I really enjoyed it.
I did too. But
Yeah.
I remember just like I was just limped to your apartment
Yes.
on like 3 hours of sleep.
And I got a year. I think I got a year apartment for noon or something, and just pretty much stayed the whole day.
Yeah. and then
Reacted to that Square Enix.
Stupid Square Enix conference.
Yeah. The problem is, though, unfortunately, I mean, if they do know, we gotta react to it. This is the way it goes, unfortunately, for these things.
Hopefully they'll learn from their mistakes.
No, if they have Avengers or Final Fantasy VII Remake,
They gotta have Avengers soon, right? It's
Yeah.
been
I mean-
years since.
I
they've
mean,
been
I know we said this last year, but they gotta have one of those if they're gonna do it again.
We've said this for a lot of events, but at some point it has to be true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, the difference was between other events and last year, they had their own conference, and then they end up just announcing,
Babylon's Fall. Or
yeah,
whatever.
and The Quiet Man,
yeah.
and everything else was No, go get the chest.
Oh, okay. I thought this was the where I was supposed to go.
No, no,
There's a
no.
little chest.
There are a lot of breakable walls. You go there and you just get that stuff.
You got
Woot woot.
battery part.
Yeah.
Gameplay pause.
Not very rare though.
Yeah. Shame.
Well, shucks, Darby. Thanks for making me feel so good about my collectible.
No problem, man. I'm here for you.
I know we've talked about this, but what are you guys thinking about Bethesda, whether they're having a conference or not? I've seen some people say yes for them, but I'm leaning towards no because, like, what do they have?
They have such bad PR right now.
But I mean, like, I think the three of us have been under the impression that after that first Fallout one, they really haven't they shouldn't have done it any of their years after that.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, I could see them doing it again. I don't think they should, but I could. I mean, I could see
But
it.
at the very least, you can look at a lot of their conferences and be like, see how they can kind of justify it. But this year, it's like, well,
they don't have
you
much to show anymore.
Raid 2 is already going to be out.
Thanks for the save.
Doom Eternal won't, but you can easily show that somewhere else. And then it's like,
Think.
what else? Starfield and Elder Scrolls aren't coming out anytime soon.
Wolfenstein
I-
DLC. That's a.
Yeah, and I've seen people be like, "Oh, the show Starfield." It's like that's not coming out till next gen.
And well, they already said that that's after Elder Scrolls, right?
No,
Didn't
it's
they?
the other way. Starfield's first.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry.
Is he gonna talk?
I didn't think it was possible. The arcane energies in Knack's chest orb can only interact with
With
the
the hyperdense material of the relics. Yes, it's possible.
Nope, he's just
Now,
gonna.
Knack,
He's
this
gonna
next trick might
grin
be hard.
weirdly.
I need you to concentrate and move whatever part of you's doing the thinking into the crystals. Just
Oh, that's in my
leave the
turn.
relics behind.
Yep, no talking. From
Which
that.
means to say all
Mirror Knack.
Oh no. He's bizarre.
I present to you
Stealth Knack.
Amazing. This is amazing.
Nice. Now, I want you to get through those laser beams and shut them down.
This is Huber's favorite part of the
You're
game.
welcome for this trophy,
Beams
Jeff.
detect you.
Oh boy.
Destroy.
Watch this get me to the next trophy level thing.
Jeff, you gonna get that platy?
You know it.
Or we'll get that platy for you.
I can imagine Knack having like one or two of those.
Just real dumb trophies.
Yeah.
Collect all 900 knacks.
Yeah, something that involves
blobs.
that you would have to replay the game at least once or twice, or like beat it on the highest difficulty or whatever.
I see Knack being annoying in every possible way, and that's one of those ways.
Did I tell you guys about how I platinum Virginia? Actually, no, it doesn't have a platinum, but I got 100%.
I remember you saying you were gonna play that. How was it?
So I actually played it quite a while ago and enjoyed it, and the platinum wasn't too difficult, so I decided I was going to do it. So I started following a guide. You have to get a whole bunch of collectibles. Not that big a deal, but so I replayed the game, made sure to get the collectibles, and it's weird. It's weird because you have to play through the whole game to get all the collectibles, because some collectibles only appear if you do something in like chapter 3. And then you can pick it up in like chapter 14 or whatever.
Right.
It's ridiculous. So I was replaying the whole game, but I saw that you didn't have to get the I didn't have to get the collectible until like chapter 2 or something. So I started at chapter 2 just to save me a little bit of time. And by the end of the game, I didn't get the final trophy to pop. So I was looking to see what was up, and it was like you have to play it the entire game a second time. And I was like, are you kidding me? Because I started at chapter 2 instead of chapter 1.
No.
So I had to play it a third
And you
time.
did it? See, that's the difference. If I got to that point, I'd be like, well, this ain't happening. Sorry.
I didn't do it in the same day. I went to bed very angrily, but I did do it.
God. How long is the game?
It's short. It took like an hour and a half or 2.
That's still frustrating.
Yeah, it was just
Especially since that was the whole purpose of you playing it
yeah,
again.
exactly. So I did it, but it wasn't a fun time. I don't know. Playing it again was fun, but the third time was obnoxious.
Yeah.
It's not a bad game though. Especially, I mean, it's really just an interactive movie.
I have it. I honestly don't remember if I bought it or got it with PlayStation Plus, but I have it.
It's like something out of X-Files movies. Pretty interesting. There's no voice actors or anything.
It's one of those kind of artsy games, right?
It is, yeah. It's the most movie-like game I've ever played. Because there's actual like cuts during gameplay. Like you'll be walking down a hall and then it cuts and you're at a different hall and stuff like that. So I don't know. But
Interesting.
I have to say I am feeling pretty confident in my Knack abilities.
Honestly, you were looking pretty darn good. I'm sorry, Jacob, man. But
You're gonna have to step it up next time.
I don't know.
How did it feel, Knack?
There it is.
Hell yeah.
Like I was
It's the
sleepwalking.
strangest thing. Whatever I am doesn't want to be far from this for too long.
Okay.
Oh, God, is he Iron Man?
My
I
arc
think he's
reactor.
Iron Man, dude.
His voice is still different than I expected. It's
Okay.
like a little.
It's a
don't
little
know.
Kratos.
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
I thought it was gonna be more like robotic, but
No, he's just a dude.
he's just the guy.
I'm just Knack.
It's me, Knack.
Knack.
Dang it, Knack.
How you doing?
I like how you just, without really moving, just fall to pieces. And I guess I'm dead.
It fell to Knacks, to Knick-Knacks. Knick-Knack, Paddywhack.
Knack, paddywhack.
Well, I don't have anything I'm really playing hard right now, like single player. I'm just playing a bunch of Overwatch.
Fair enough. I feel that.
Well,
And I'm
save this.
waiting for Mario Maker and Fire Emblem and, well, I guess Mortal Kombat next month.
Yeah. Well, I got done with it. I'll talk about it on the podcast. But I got done with that there. Psychonauts.
Nice.
And the VR game.
Oh.
Ah, no.
So I'm all cut up and I'm ready for 2.
They were both good all the
Oh,
way
yeah.
through.
There were some frustrating parts in the last level of Psychonauts. But I was prepared for it mentally. Cause
I know I asked this last week, but when did it come out again?
2005?
Okay.
2005 was when that game came out.
I believe so.
Wow. Wait, but there's a second one still in development, or is it?
Yep, it's one of those. It was a cult classic or whatever, so obviously it wasn't the most popular thing, so it took a long time for it to get made.
I mean, it was definitely one of those things where like Psychonauts was dead for a long time,
Yeah.
and then it was like, yeah, well, it's like we're bringing Psychonauts.
And the
back.
end of Psychonauts definitely set up for a sequel. That was always the intent.
just wasn't popular enough.
Yeah.
And I don't think Psychonauts 2 is going to sell that much. I hope that their budget is like reflects that. You know,
Well, it
I hope
has-
they kept it.
It was
cheap enough
crowdfunded,
budget.
so
Yeah.
Tim Schafer said it was like he gave the exact number like 3.3 million.
Was it entirely crowdfunded? Like how? Or,
I don't know the exact answer to that. All I know is that in that 3.3 million is Jane Willen's whole bank account. Or at least when it was announced.
James is ruined now, but he's a toilet and he'll get Psychonauts.
Oh
That's all.
my gosh.
You having fun yet?
It's these little things that are annoying.
We definitely, I mean, me and Jeff both thought that there was a lot more platformy stuff
Yeah.
in that.
It's more like a 3D brawler than
Yeah,
a platformer.
definitely.
It's these checkpoints, man.
It's just the way that like Mark Cerny of PlayStation talked about Knack just being this like kind of, I don't know, very revolutionary thing.
What was supposed to be
Just-
revolutionary about it?
The graphics, I guess, maybe. I don't know.
The particle
I
effects.
mean, it's hard to put myself back then, but dude, that doesn't seem. Yeah, I mean,
I
look
kinda
at
like
look
this
at all
camera
the
angle.
individual little knacks and stuff.
It's a me, Knack.
I mean, let's be honest. It probably
No,
was
no,
like
no, no,
like when
no.
it came out. It's like, man, it's like the closest we've had to like a Pixar-looking game or something.
Yeah,
That's fair.
those cutscenes they're definitely trying to be Pixar,
Yeah.
Before the good Ratchet and Clank.
but
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
reaching more DreamWorks level than Pixar for sure.
What an insult.
More Boss Baby than Toy Story.
Yeah, I'm about to stop getting these crystals because I just keep dying.
They carry over. when you die.
He's just tired of getting through those crystals.
All right, I can jump in at any
guess-
time.
That's admitting defeat, Jeff.
It's these stupid red lasers right now. Alright.
Nice.
Now I'm here. Now I need to go into stealth
Nicely
mode,
done, and then you just.
because I missed these things earlier, apparently.
Stealth Knack. Yeah.
We just like screw these guys. Let's get them out of the way.
Let's just take care of business.
That was like a good checkpoint.
Nope. Cutscene, no checkpoint.
I like how this guy used the grappling.
And it
hook
was
for
very
that.
unnecessary.
Just
So unnecessary.
Batman.
Victor's up back here.
Like, alright, dude, you can just climb down, but sure. Oh, how do you jump up there? Stealth Knack. You gotta become real Knack, but the lasers.
Laser slide.
Laser slide.
Oh, here.
Ah, it's on the left. I see. He solved the puzzle, Jeff.
Oh, what an intricate puzzle.
He looked to the left, Jeff. Did
Maybe
you
you
see?
just turned off the lasers.
Did you see how he looked to the left?
Yeah. It's. I've never seen anything like.
It's revolutionary stuff.
This would like to watch a pro gamer.
I think it is.
I'm not a pro at Knack. I don't know who is.
You should join the pro Knack circuit.
Yeah.
How many pro Knack players do you think there are?
I'm sure to the speedrunning community.
Video game donkey. That's it.
So yeah, since we're talking about doing our Eat Delete thing, kind of similar to our game, where make sure you guys think about what you want if you win.
$1 million.
Darby to play Knack.
Just gonna keep our channel is just gonna become all of us individually playing Knack.
Everyone has to play through Knack.
Well, preferably not the same things as last time.
Yeah. Keep it fresh. Keep it interesting. You know, Left
Knack
Alive
2?
is gonna be $5 at some point.
Are you saying Knack 2?
Yes, and Knack 2. Keep it fresh and interesting. Knack 2.
I'm all up
Here-
for Left Alive being it if it's cheap by then.
Here, Ben Moore bought it.
What is Left
Or
Alive?
Ben.
again?
It's that Metal Gear ass-looking game from Square Enix.
Apparently, you got like 4s
Oh,
or
I see.
something.
That
It's just a
is a
terrible,
mobile
terrible
power
game.
car scaled up 1,000-fold. With it, you could power an airship 2 miles long.
But The Quiet Man's probably hard to beat as far as just a meme of a game.
Yeah. Plus, it's cheap,
That,
and we know it's cheap and short, so we could do the whole thing.
yeah.
Alright.
I'm curious how long Left Alive is.
I haven't actually seen any Left Alive yet.
Mr. Knack.
People talk
Well,
about
I saw that they were teasing it. I know Funhouse has a Let's Play thing going up this to see its janky ass.
it. Sounds about right. Oh God.
What is this samurai?
Oh shit.
Can I play as
Oh,
him?
No.
Yeah, man.
He's way cooler than Knack.
There you go.
What did you just say?
You heard me.
Wait, what? you don't deserve to play Knack.
Well,
How are we feeling about Days Gone these days?
it looks solid, but I mean, some of the preview stuff made it look better, at least what people were saying. But it's like there are too many games. I can't. That doesn't seem. It doesn't seem interesting enough to me personally to jump in right away. It's anything. It's a game I get down the line probably when it's cheaper. But if I'm being honest, I probably won't get to it. I imagine Darby's kind of similar, but a little more negative about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that what they've shown, like, looks good. It just
Yeah.
like to me, it looks like it's nothing that it's doing looks new or that like crazy, which is fine. But like it reminds me a ton of Horizon, but I'm like so much more interested in like Horizon's world and everything, and just the setting of it. Like I don't know.
I've seen.
It's hard to explain. Where are you at with it?
I think Jason Schreier, I was listening to Split Screen, and he was
yeah.
just saying it's like the most AAA game he's seen.
Yeah.
And
But then he also ended that with saying, and I want to keep playing. He's like, and I
Exactly.
want to play more of it. Like that's not necessarily a bad thing.
and that's what I was gonna say. It's like that actually made me more excited. Those are the sort
It
of
seems
games
like
that
it's
I
gonna
really
be
enjoy.
like the Western version of Tales, where it's just kind of like fast food. type thing.
And I really think it's gonna be a good game. And
Yeah.
I think it's gonna review well and do all of that. It's one of those things like I could, in a different mood, I could play. You know, like
Yeah.
I just feel like I've already.
I haven't played a game like that since God of War, really. That I feel like, so I'm excited about it.
Yeah. No, I totally understand. I mean, like it's a game I think I would enjoy. It's just
Yeah.
oh, not really in the mood for it right now.
Yeah.
I'm more in the mood for like Fire Emblem would go down so smooth right now. If that came out just now instead.
Yeah.
That
So yeah, 4 months, Darby.
I don't know. But I would also rather just dip into some of my backlog than jump on Days Gone right now.
Oh yeah, I guess we could talk about this since I didn't put in the news. Maybe I should have. I don't know. Maybe I can still slip it in there. But Dari, since for Fire Emblem's Mario Maker and Judgment, we'll talk about later. Making this a busy summer. There was another title that was announced for the summer release date. Control.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I wasn't expecting that. I really did not think that was
Yeah,
was coming
it's
that
the
soon.
Game Informer cover story thing or
They
whatever.
didn't say summer before, did they?
Nope, they just said straight up 2019. So I was hoping for an exact date, but I'll take the summer.
I was expecting like
Come on.
September or
Yeah.
an October. Or
I think
something like that.
September's still. I think September's still in the summer technically, as far as them
Yeah.
doing the dates.
Yeah, it could
So.
be. Yeah. I mean, I think September would be a good time for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I agree.
October wouldn't. I mean, it needs to come
Yeah.
out by September, I think. But
So it's just kind of like, oh well, now normally summer's kind of dry, but now it's like, hey, here's about everything you really, really want.
yeah. No, I'm super interested in Control. That could
Yeah.
be a surprise. Like, oh, wasn't expecting to play that this summer. Here I am. Yeah.
I feel like it's a game that even if it came out around Fire Emblem time, assuming what else I'm playing, I'd probably still. As long as it's good and everything still look good, I'd get it anyway because it's so different.
I don't expect it to be long.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be probably a tight experience.
I think they've kind of said that.
It's
Some
just the
things.
vibe I get from
Yeah.
it for sure.
It's not like a big open world thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you're pretty much. I think they pretty much said, yeah, you're playing in the whole story takes place in one building.
Well, that's the other thing about Days Gone. I'm just not like it's not like for it not doing like everything it's doing. I feel like is like you said, it's a very AAA game. It knows what it is. It looks like a polished version of it, but it's a very like Horizon type game like that. And I just kind of don't want to spend 40 or 50 hours in that right now.
It's more like 30, Darby.
I mean,
And 6 hours of that is cutscenes, apparently. Did y'all see that?
I mean, like I think Horizon was everyone said 30 hours. I think I put over 50 hours into it. And I'm slow, and I go peek around in the open world a lot. So Days Gone
Yeah.
would probably be longer than that for me.
No bueno. Come here, punk. Oh, that's good.
This is what you needed.
They look very like new age Sonic, like.
Dead gum.
Oh, speaking of that, part of the reason I was thinking when I was home, I forgot to bring it up. Reason why I'm glad we did this first. Sonic is having a South by Southwest panel today, soon. We could get that Sonic movie trailer.
Oh my gosh.
How many people in Sonic furry costumes are there in that audience?
More
15.
than you want to know, Darby.
15's pretty low number, Jeff.
Dead gummit.
Well, we'll Jeff if it hasn't come before the podcast ends, we will refresh to see, and they could have live.
So we do a live reaction
Yeah,
to
do
it?
a live reaction at the end of the podcast, or just anywhere in the podcast if we happen to see it in the middle of a big news story. We're like, nope, it's Sonic time.
I have the Fred up in Rosetta right now. Let's see what they
I'll go
say.
buy some chili dogs.
It's okay. It started right now.
What? Take me off the stream.
We're cutting it.
I don't think they're
Dead
streaming it.
gummit.
So
You're right.
we'll just have to see what stuff. Oh, they're. They also be talking about Team Sonic Racing.
The Crash Team Racing Killer.
Yeah. No, but real talk's the other way around. I feel like for a good many people, the moment Crash Team Racing was announced, Team Sonic Racing left a lot of people's minds
Well, there's no reason to buy this anymore.
because I think they're coming. Sonic's coming out in May or
No.
something like that. Crash is in June.
They absolutely should have just made that basically Sega Team Racing and
Oh
have
my
Persona characters
gosh.
in there, Sonic characters in there.
Here's the thing: the last Sonic, I mean, it was still called Sonic Racing, but it had a bunch of other Sega characters, and it had Danica Patrick and Wreck-It Ralph.
I know, it's like, just go crazy with it. Just like,
Yeah.
do some crazy shit. I mean, like Nintendo's finally starting to let up on, get a little
Yeah.
more casual with that too, because like Mario Kart is basically becoming Nintendo Kart, and like everyone's here for it. Like, why,
Yeah. The weird thing they're doing with Sonic Team Racing or whatever is they're 15 racers. They're only 15, but they're in sets of 3 or whatever. So when you pick one, you pick the whole group or something. I'm not really sure how it works.
It's weird.
Yeah, it seems
Yeah, I
very
didn't
weird.
play any other Sonic Team Racing. So.
No, I mean this is completely different. Like the way it works. Like the last one is actually apparently a very good one. Like at the level of like Mario Kart level 2. A lot of people.
I just saw that Danica Patrick's in a Sonic racing game.
Because why the hell?
You're right, Lucas, I do.
Can Aaron Rodgers be in it too?
Excited in years.
Why not, dude?
Yeah.
I think so.
Throw him in
I mean, he's gonna be in Mortal Kombat. You heard it here first.
Well, this does look
With
like a
Shaggy?
schematic of a mine.
Yeah, Shaggy and there is a DLC pack.
It looks
Sick.
like he marked every spot where he found a giant relic. The deeper he went, the more he found.
You think about
Till his
Odell
path was
Beckham
finally blocked by
Yeah.
going to the Browns.
The Browns could be good.
The Browns should, like, I've been saying this entire offseason, if the Browns are not good next year, there's a bad problem with their
That's
coaching
very
staff
true.
because they are like stacked now.
Also, Jacksonville could actually be okay. With Nick.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Nick Foles we get,
True.
But I mean, Jacksonville's defense at least 2 years ago was really good. Last year they were definitely a lot worse.
which is weird.
I mean, they didn't lose that many pieces, but they underperformed.
Where?
I don't know. I hope so, because Jacksonville's an interesting team that's not normally good. It would be kind
It
of
has to be.
exciting.
Look, there's Victor's old castle up on the hill next to it.
Oh, but this is wonderful. Time for us to get going.
I think I beat a mission, guys. Oh, nope, I lied.
Nope.
So close.
You just leave your friends. Bye.
See ya.
Apparently they're talking about Team Sonic Racing at the moment.
I didn't know that was a real thing.
What, the Sonic Racing game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have any words for that.
It's there.
It's a thing.
So if you want to cherish, like, combine your two biggest passions, Will, Sonic and racing.
Sonic and kart racing.
Yep.
I mean, if I know Will Outlaw, I know those are two things that he just loves, right?
Both of those things. I have discovered that you have to be a little more aggressive than I was being in this game. You can't. There's no defensive tactic really. You just have to start punching.
Just click square over and
Yeah,
over
Button, mash, square, and X.
and move forward.
Oh, that was a lot.
So guys, who's ready for the future of gaming on Tuesday?
That's not
Tuesday.
the Google thing. Yeah, that is one thing I wanted to talk about on the podcast, but
Well, I brought it
me
up.
and you still will, but that'll be boring. But because it's just me and you and we suck.
Yeah.
Kidnap and mayhem just so you
What?
Nonsense.
What? Yeah. What do you think it's gonna be?
powerful as they are.
What are the chances that it's big?
I haven't
It's a
seen
big-
enough about it. They just like said that there's a feature.
They haven't really said
They-
much.
and then
Yeah,
it's like-
I got some news in the podcast that may make it sound like it could be a bigger deal than it is, or it's like reflected this could be a big deal. So Dari, something I wanted to ask you.
Yes.
Should we get together and do a reaction?
Are they live streaming it?
Yes.
Okay.
They
'Cause
are
most
li-
GDC panels are not.
They are live streaming this. I know Easy Allies are doing a reaction.
What
That's-
time is it?
It's like 1 or 2 o'clock on Tuesday.
Maybe. I mean, they could. They're like kind of making it seem like it might be a big deal, but who knows? I mean,
I think it's like Netflix for games or something.
I think that's the way it would need to be. Like, if they come out with a box, I'm gonna be like, guys,
my
this
gosh.
is like, I don't think
Whoa.
this is gonna work.
Knack, bro.
That was very awkward.
Knack just got beat by a woman.
They just look so generically villainous.
Why am I here?
to fight more robots.
Of course. Chapter 4-4.
I think it needs to be something along the lines of the thing they did with Assassin's Creed, where it's like, I can play this out of my browser. Like, it needs to be just, like, such an easy thing that I just subscribe to the service, and I can play games, like, you know, streaming. It's not going to be for everyone, but I think it needs to be something like that. And I don't know about y'all, but I feel like they're going to need to, if not an exclusive game, they're going to need to have games in this thing to be like, hey, we're doing this thing. Also, here are the things that you can play on it now. And, like, show
Half-Life 3.
So,
but the thing is, if you were a developer, that's such a risky proposition to be exclusive to this Google thing that's
Epic's doing it.
brand new, and you
Kind
have
of.
no clue if it's going to take off, you know?
So some interesting things. Google went ahead and has announced some guests that are going to be there, like just at their GDC's related stuff in general.
GDC is Tuesday?
Yeah,
This
is
whole
coming
week.
So
up.
that's what part of it is.
Yeah. So
It's been exactly a year since I was in San Francisco.
id Software, you know, the Doom developers are going to be there.
Yeah.
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft's always down the
Yeah,
cloud.
they're like, whatever.
We'll do anything. Yeah, whatever.
Amy Hennig.
Wow, okay.
Crystal Dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the people that they've said are going to be there, like, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like, the weird thing is between this and the Xbox Live Switch thing, like stuff like this doesn't usually happen at GDC. Like big announcements don't usually happen at GDC. So it makes me wonder: are we overplaying this, or is just GDC's going to be a bigger deal this year because of all this?
Because
like,
of no E3.
Yeah,
Or no real E3.
maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I'm interested because if there was any company that could enter the gaming space as a brand new person and actually succeed, it would be Google because they have the money to throw around.
I mean, it's like with Microsoft going in.
Right.
Like when they did.
Yeah, they're similar companies.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Dark part of me is if like we can make it work, maybe we should, and it could end up being nothing. In that case, we just probably don't upload it from the live stream.
Just laugh at it.
Yeah. If like nothing really happens, but if like it is a
we
big
just start
deal,
playing Knack.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Knack
if it is
for
a big
fun.
deal, we'll probably regret not doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of the way I.
If we can do it, we should do it.
Hashtag no regrets.
Exactly.
I think there is a chance it's a big deal.
Yeah.
So do you think it's good? I mean, do you agree with me that I think if they come out and be like, we have this box, it's about the same as the other boxes you have, it's going to be like, this is not going to work. But I think if it's some sort of streaming thing, it could work. It just needs to be something that I'm doing, like, supplementing, like, along with my PlayStation. Because if it's just another box that I'm going to have to buy because of the exclusive games, I'm going to be a little pissed. I'm going to be like, I'd rather these.
Assassin's Creed is now
Maybe-
exclusive to Google.
And I'm just talking out of my ass right now. Maybe it is like a streaming thing you do on the computer, but there's also a box available,
Like a
so you
Steam
can
box.
plug onto the TV.
Yeah. I mean, that
The Steam
could
box
work
didn't work
Yes.
out though.
as an optional thing. I mean, kind of like what. Well, I mean, Xbox, I guess, is doing two different boxes, but something like Xbox where they have two SKUs or something. But I think it has to involve with how everyone said that running Assassin's Creed Odyssey on their browser worked pretty well. I mean, you know, I think you probably have to have a decently good internet, but
Yeah.
it worked better than you would have thought, and I have to imagine that that's the direction they're going with this, at least partially.
It'll be interesting to see. Either way, and if I can, I'm gonna be watching at the very least.
Well, for Watch Dogs 3, we're gonna show it
Yeah.
first here on this Google thing.
You think Watch Dogs 3 is gonna be a thing?
Oh, 100%.
Really? I didn't think it's holding well enough. Number 2.
It didn't sell all that well, but it seems like it's definitely a thing.
It's one of those things. It's like, especially 2, it was received really well, like received better than 1. I feel like Ubisoft behind it. Watch Dogs is one of those games where if things go right, it can be a big seller.
Yeah, I wonder what went wrong with 2, as far as critically. Or not, yeah, I mean,
Commercially.
yeah.
It's critically, it did well.
Critically, it's good. What did it come out around?
2016, right?
I can't remember. But all we need to know is that it was in the fall.
Put the robot in the box.
Get back in the box, punk.
Nebby, get back in the bag. Pokemon fans will get that.
Yeah, it was a good joke, Jeff.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks for that joke, man.
I love Pokemon.
What do you think of Sword and Shield? And he's like, wait, what?
Great game.
Silence. what was that?
It's a great game. It's like, he's already played. He's such a big fan.
Oh wow!
I can't fake it anymore.
He snuck into Reggie's house and stole Sword and Shield.
Me and my boy Reg.
That was their parting gift to Reggie. Was
Yeah, you have to get Sword and Shield early.
Sword and Shield. The janky pre-release copy of it.
Yeah.
Knack is a big boy now.
He a big boy.
Look at him. Holy cow.
Intimidating, man.
Oh.
I will
Knack
destroy
smash.
We have a Knack.
you all. We
Get it?
have a
You
Knack.
get it? It's like Hulk, but it's Knack. Hey
Dude,
Jeff. Hey Jeff.
you're
do you get
welcome
it?
for that trophy, Jeff.
All those trophies.
I wish I had these trophies.
These
No.
trophies.
Not really.
Do you really want Knack on your profile?
Yeah, we could have signed you in, man.
I was thinking about it, but then I'd have to start the game over, wouldn't
Yeah, I guess so.
I? Yeah.
We could sign the second player into yours. I don't know if you get trophies for that.
Well, we got what we came for.
I did it, everyone.
Oh.
Brought my plane.
Oh!
Oh.
Plane.
Look at that. Look at that plane.
Let's pay a visit to Truckdome Mine.
So why does everyone
God.
why does everyone want Knack? Knack, why did you get rid of all that cool stuff?
He has to fit in the plane. He can't. He's too
Oh
big.
my
He's too big of a
gosh.
boy to
So
fit.
now
in
I
that
have to upgrade him again?
Yes.
Of course.
Oh my god.
It's a never-ending cycle. You think he actually keeps all the stuff he gathers?
That wouldn't make sense.
You have
at
to
all.
find more toenails. More old man toenails. So is he still not even halfway, Joe?
So, just to
I
I think it's
should be at
like
chapter
I think there's
5.
like
we
13.
sneak in through
There's
a
13
disused
chapters?
I think so,
Holy mackerel.
undetected through several
or 12 or something.
I was
like
gonna
that.
say, how insufferable do you think it is to play this in chapter like 9 and 10 and onwards? Just at that point, like
Oh
maybe
my
by
gosh.
the end you can see the end is in sight, so it gets better. But at like 8 or 9,
Yeah, that's gotta be miserable.
You ever seen one of these before?
when you thought the game was gonna end 5 times and then it didn't.
This will find it. Ryder, we've managed to get Lucas back, but Victor's up to something very strange.
Very
Headed
strange.
into Truckdome
Very
Mine
strange.
to check it out.
We don't like it, not one bit.
Have y'all been playing Resident Evil?
And now,
No.
into the mine.
Jacob had. I want to play the 1 remake before I play 2.
I tried 1 remake and was like, old game is old.
Let's see what Victor's
Yeah, that definitely wouldn't be a problem with 2 remake, but
No.
it looks good. Do you like spoopy games?
They're alright. I like some of them. Resident Evil 2 looks awesome, I think.
Yeah, it looks really good.
I like the Dead Space games a lot.
Oh yeah, I'd be all about a new Dead Space if it was done right.
Yeah. Well, that guy that made the original Dead Space formed his own studio a couple months ago.
Hmm.
Because he used to work for Sledgehammer. He formed Sledgehammer. He's a co-founder, but then he left Sledgehammer.
Did we ever see what Ken Levine's studio is working on?
No.
No. Still no idea what he's
Because
working
I
on.
like Ken Levine games a lot. I know that apparently he's pretty tough to work with, but I like his games quite a bit.
I still want to play.
Whoa.
There's a wall.
Oh.
It's dead. We'll never know what was back there. You missed the treasure.
Oh, I missed it.
You missed the treasure.
Go back, Knack. Go
No,
back.
you think it's
It's
that
dead.
kind of game?
It's dead.
That Dragon Quest monster?
The game deletes where you just came from as soon as you leave. It does look like a Dragon Quest monster, just not as cool.
Yeah, that as Akira Toriyama.
That is an adjective, yes.
Yes.
Oh, Jeff, you're looking very Akira Toriyama today.
Oh no. Oh,
You just flip over to Jeff and he has like anime eyes. And
Short name.
cell shaded.
cell shading. How about a Borderlands 3?
We might or may not be talking about it in the podcast, but yeah.
When is the thing?
March 28th.
Yeah, there's like Gearbox is doing a panel or something that they might. I mean, the announcement is it's the game exists and we're probably gonna be playing it this year. It's probably
This year, you think?
I think so.
100%.
Yeah.
Well,
Or at least that's the plan. I feel like Borderlands is one of those games when it's announced, especially after it taking this long, it needs to be a pretty short between announcement and release.
And I think Gearbox has already been starting to tease it and stuff like.
Oh, they did. That's what I'm bringing up in the news.
and they probably need a win at this point.
Yeah. With Battleborn was the last game they released, right?
I think so.
Yeah. And that was when Overwatch came out. That was a while ago, and it was a colossal failure.
Yep.
So,
But okay, guys, we got to talk about it here since I didn't put in the podcast because
this Knack
reasons.
playthrough is actually just a bonus podcast.
Yeah.
Which I'm down for. I know it's fine. But,
Sorry, do you expect us to actually pay attention to the game?
oh God, no. I just want Will to have to like kind of pay attention to it.
Yeah. We need to talk to keep his sanity up.
Yeah.
But guys, obviously Sony's buying Take-Two, right? Right?
Oh God, yeah. So
The moment that
was
rumor
there
came
still-
up, I was like, this is not true.
I literally just saw something on.
So there was
Twitter
is
about
there
it.
still just
Like,
there's
what?
nothing more than just that one line in the.
Oh no, I mean everyone
whatever
pretty
his
much
name was.
involved, including the one who apparently said the quotes like, no, that's not what I said. No, this is not true.
What was the exact quote?
It was pretty much saying like Take-Two stock went up some because there were rumors or whatever that Sony was buying them.
Right.
And the thing is, Sony doesn't even have enough money to buy Take-Two.
That would be gobs of money.
Take-Two's not one of those. You don't just buy Take-Two. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just one of those. It'd be like Sony saying we're gonna buy Ubisoft. We're gonna
And-
buy
Yeah.
Nintendo.
And it was crazy. I mean, of course, there were a bunch of people that were rightfully so like, no, this isn't true. Like, just looking at it, and there's a lot of people that were kind of getting excited, like, thinking it was true. It's like, there's no way. Like, I'm all for crazy rumors, but there's no way this is true. Like, I saw the games daily when Greg saw it, and he was getting a little excited.
Really?
That-
He believed it?
That was the
Eek.
only place I even heard about it. Really, I mean, besides just random people online.
Yeah, I mean, I think he brought up the day like after saying, "Oh, but I said right away this probably wasn't true." It's like, no, Greg, you got pretty excited and like talking about the possibilities, like more than, oh, just think like, when does this be crazy? It's more like, no, you kind of believed it.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Worth a shot.
But
Take-Two is one of those. GTA alone. It's
yeah,
just too much.
and honestly,
Maybe they'll finally get Agent.
yeah. And honestly, I mean, I'm not as against like the first party people buying some developers and studios and stuff as some people are, but
Treasure.
Ah.
Treasure. Oh, it's just more crystals.
you gotta get all you can
whatever.
get.
All crystals.
As you know, some people get kind of upset when every time like Microsoft or someone buys studios or something. I'm not against that, but I'm not for like one of them buying like a Take-Two or an EA or something.
I mean, it's not good for consumers. Full
No.
stop. I mean, like we get it at
Yeah.
our games at less places, and if you don't have that
Like-
platform, you're screwed.
Like something like Microsoft buying like a smaller developer like Ninja Theory or something. That's
I
like
mean-
an indie thing
Right,
that gets to help them out. Like they both get something out of it.
Like I can guarantee you, Ninja Theory's next game is going to be better for being bought by
Yeah.
Microsoft from a funding perspective. Like they're gonna have a lot more money to work on this next.
I mean,
game.
unless there's some financial stuff with Take-Two we do not know about.
GTA 5 is going to be made with the same insane budget with or without Sony.
You mean 6?
or 6? Yeah, I meant 6.
I know you meant just one.
Yeah, that's absolutely
like,
gonna happen regardless.
that is not. Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, what?
What was that?
I got like trapped for a second or something.
Yeah.
They're
Sony
introducing new moves.
Sony like owning Rockstar does not help Rockstar at all. If anything, it'd probably like hinder them.
You know, on less spaces. And that would probably mean that GTA 6 would just not come to PC at all, which would suck.
Yeah. I mean, some
Time.
people said like if this were true, like Sony could have done like Microsoft did with Minecraft.
Yeah. Which there's a decent chance if that was true, because GTA is just too big. But obviously, it ain't happening.
Nope.
Period. Nintendo buys Take-Two.
GTA exclusive to Switch.
I guess real talk potentially. Like I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. Like a side team can make a GTA spin-off for the Nintendo platform.
I wonder if there was.
I mean,
Not saying it's likely,
I
but-
still think a GTA 5 port on the Switch is not out of the realm of possibility.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I wonder if was like some sort of essence of truth to the rumor, as in like maybe Take-Two or like not Take-Two, Rockstar actually is trying to actually do Agent. I wonder if they're actually going to try to do an exclusive or something like that. Not like being bought by Sony.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, something like that could definitely happen. I mean, there was probably
And
like
that
there was
could-
probably business talks between Sony and Take-Two for something, and it gets misconstrued.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, all sides said, "No, this isn't true. What are you guys talking about?"
I mean, from what I heard, it was just like one line, and
No, it's one line in the middle of some kind of stock thing.
yeah, that was already kind of vague.
In rumors like that, it's like if people like Jason Schreier or a couple of other big wigs like say something about like if they say something they're like, oh, this could be true, like okay, I might buy into this a little bit. But if they say no, this is what, like most of the time when they say no, this isn't true, I haven't heard anything about this, I'm like, yeah, it's probably ain't
Those are the
true.
guys who usually, if they're gonna stake their reputation on saying something, it's
Yeah.
because they have.
And something like this, I'm like, if those guys
backed up.
haven't heard about it, there's a chance that
Yeah,
it's not a thing.
well, and especially if they come out and they're like, no.
Yeah.
Just,
Attack.
It does seem like it's been a while since Sony has bought a studio, though. I mean, they definitely are focusing on less games but bigger games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Chad
Speaking of that,
straight up said that.
yeah.
That's right, Lucas.
We've kind of talked about something. We haven't had Will for that.
This
might.
Oh yeah. I
Um.
had a one somewhere else.
Expose the structures.
Oh, it's up there.
So,
His family's been mining
Will,
here
do you
for
think we'll be
100
getting another Sony first party besides Days Gone this year? Okay, other than Dreams as well.
Well, there are things that get very angry when we
Give-
harvest the relics.
Either one of Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, or Death Stranding.
Let's see. So, Days Gone is April.
Yes.
Dreams is.
Now, important to maybe point out for
Dreams doesn't
Days-
have a release date, but it's getting a bit.
It's getting like a early access thing, like anytime starting next month, pretty much. So that's. I gotta imagine they're at least planning on that coming out this year. Maybe important to point out for Days Gone, it was supposed to come out in February until like late last year.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah,
as far as the
forgot about that.
internal planning, like I saw some people mention like Last of Us coming out in September and stuff, and like, oh, it wouldn't make sense for Days Gone necessarily to come out so close before Last of Us. Important to maybe point out, yeah, Days Gone was supposed to come out 2 months earlier.
I feel like
Yeah.
they would have said something if Last of Us was coming out this year. So.
I mean, they
and-
still have time to say
I mean,
something.
my thing about it, I think what Sony's been trying to do, because they've done the whole thing of announcing stuff too early and just kind of pissing people off, like stuff like that, they're not doing it until they're ready.
Yeah.
I think it's still early enough they can, for any one of those
I mean,
games, announce the like, oh hey, it's coming out.
One thing, I mean, this is not necessarily a rule at all, but it has been the case every single year since the PS4 came out. Sony, correct me if I'm wrong, but Sony has never had a first-party game in the fall, or at least not a big one.
Wait,
On PS4.
Guardian up ahead.
Just like them releasing a first-party game, they're always in the like May.
Oh yeah, because even Last of Us.
they're always
we're
in the
missing something big.
February to like August territory,
Yeah, that,
and then they just let the Call of Duties of the world
that is
get
true.
the money in the fall. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's always going to be the case.
Yeah.
So The Last of Us could come out now, but it's worth noting that that has never happened
Yeah.
in the entirety of the PS4.
But I feel like I feel like especially if PS5 is coming out like next year, like all the rumors are saying, and kind of just common sense at this point, that one of those three games has to come out during the fall at some point, you'd think. Unless one of them gets pushed back into at least a couple months into the PS5 life cycle.
What, you're saying one of them would have to come out, but like before the next consoles?
Like
I feel like Last
I
of
feel
Us.
like it could come out like along with the next console.
I mean,
in
yeah,
the
but
spring.
even then, like let's say unless at least one of them gets pushed back into the life cycle of the PS5, I mean, which is always a possibility. Odds are one of them's going to be coming out in the fall, a fall at the very least.
Yeah.
Whether it be this one or next one, because there's still 3 games and they don't want
I mean, in a
them.
weird way, Ghost of Tsushima is just like a weird wild card because I just don't know how long Sucker Punch has been working on it. It could have been years, or it could have been
last
just,
game
like,
was
Second Son.
right?
Right.
So
I just don't
2014.
know how long after that they started working
Yeah.
on those. It's hard to know completely. I mean, Sony will, like, obviously they were pushing. I mean, I know Detroit wasn't first party, but they were pushing God of War and Detroit a lot together. Like
Yeah.
they were just marketing them together at a bunch of events, and then they ended up coming out like 2 months apart or something
Yeah,
like that.
I think a difference here, like all these 3 games are kind of like third-person kind of action games, so they're more similar.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm not saying like it's guaranteed one of them will come out this year, obviously, but I feel like there's still time for them if they, if that's their plan to announce the release date with a trailer, or at least the release window, another trailer or 2 before it comes out, because I feel like for these games, just do one little blowout at any time if they're not doing a conference, and that's enough.
And that's how they. I mean, like whenever they announced the God of War release date, it was just like on a random day. They
Yeah.
just like put things
So
out.
no reason they can't do that for
They could,
any of these games.
in a weird way, like I mean, I kind of almost I expect The Last of Us first. Almost just I think we just seen it more than the other
Yeah.
ones. I don't know if that necessarily means anything.
I agree in terms of us seeing it more makes it seem like it would be first.
I-
But I also feel like they would want it to be like the swan song of PS4.
Like the first one was for the PS3.
Yeah.
I mean, that could go along with it. I'm saying like Tsushima could come out later next year, closer to or right at the PS5 launch, while The Last of Us could come out this fall or early next year, before the like in the tail
Part of
end.
me is thinking that if one of them is going to be like a PS5 cross-gen title, I mean, all of these games are going to be playable on PS5, I think, but one of them is going to be like promoted as like a cross-gen title. I think it's Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Partly because I think it's been worked on less.
So like The Last of Us wasn't playable on the PS4 for a while, right? Until like they did the remastered.
It was like a year after the first one
Yeah,
came
so, I
out.
mean, but
it was
was-
actually very close.
So I mean, how long after The Last of Us release date was the PS4 release?
Like 5 months. It like came out in June, and then it was like that November or something like that. It was really close.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, it seems. I mean, I guess they already did it before and it worked out, but it
Yeah.
seems weird to have your game like Last of Us Part 2 is the thing that everyone is so excited for. They're excited about the PlayStation brand for this game. And then you're trying to sell a PS5 that can't play that. Can't play the game that you're wanting everyone to love.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a weird thing.
I think it's one of those things everyone will really have PS4s, even if they buy the PS5s or something.
What if they
Yeah, they
are
definitely
all
will.
PS5 games and they just didn't tell us?
I think they're all going to be put on PS5 at some point, especially depending when they come out, just come out cross-gen. But they've reiterated, I think, for at least definitely Death Stranding, I think the other 2 as well, that they are going to be on PS4. Though people have pointed out it's kind of weird. Like a lot of times they say PS4 at the end or the beginning or something. Like with some of these games, they technically don't do that during the trailers for these games.
And, I mean, Death Stranding probably did say play PS4 at some point, but at least I remember the first trailer just said play it first on PlayStation.
Yeah.
But
No, I feel like at any of them, Death Stranding will be the one that could be cross-gen.
yeah,
Especially since when it was announced, it was like really early on. Like,
and Kojima's even said recently that development's going a little bit slower than
Yeah.
anticipated, which happens with every game. But Death Stranding I think is with a bullet the last one of those 3, the one that's the furthest away. This is the boss that we cheese.
Wait, that guy's still there? How long has he
Isn't it
been there?
Victor?
Where did the weapons come from? The way it works.
How did y'all tease him again?
We collect the rest.
Because he was annoying. He was like kept on going across like an area or whatever.
We make a deal.
And when it's 2-player, if the first player dies, then the game's reset. If the second player is killed,
What
then
sort of
they just respawn after a couple seconds or whatever. So there's no consequence for that one dying. So we just kept on sending me so Jacob couldn't die. So we didn't have to start
Nice,
all the way
nice.
over.
Well done.
The camera was wonky because it only follows the first player, but it worked. To the point where, like, Jacob, you just stay there. Rest your pretty head.
Don't die.
Yeah, pretty much.
Look at their noses, man.
There's some pretty good noses.
Squidward noses, man. Bulbous.
Are these aliens?
They're goblins.
Ah,
Gerblins.
I see. So this is a fantasy world and sci-fi.
Yes.
What is this?
Don't think it quite knows what it is, to be honest.
Knack, don't die, man. Don't die.
Well, I am disappointed. Will, the Colonel has not been in this game at all.
It's surprising, really.
I guess that really just exists in the Nerds at Large universe.
Headcanon.
You know, the headcanon. In my headcanon, they're best friends.
Get out of here, punk. You know, this game isn't like awful. It's just, it's not awful to play. It's just not fun.
I think that's the problem. Like Knack it's not bad enough, or it's not good or bad enough.
It's just like,
It's aggressively mediocre.
it's like I'm not incredibly frustrated with anything. It's just, this is
It just
boring.
exists. There's just no reason you would actually want to just keep playing it unless your
Spend-
friends are making you.
I mean, for the most part, you're just doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, nothing changes, even in these little.
The most that I've seen is right there is, look, that guy froze a rock. Cool.
Game design. Less than game design. And just all the environments are just so drab and boring and similar.
And it's, the gameplay loop isn't like especially satisfying. You're just growing bigger, getting some more. I guess you're getting like better powers every.
Bunch of just screens over and over again.
When you're facing.
I mean, it's like
gigantic
it's almost like a God of War game, but it's just less fun than a God of War game, like old God of War.
Yeah, old God of War. Oh jeez.
God, so much oil.
I hate how you. Whenever you try to do the jump move, you jump into the oil.
He like bounces backwards a little bit.
So guess what I spent like 40 minutes yesterday doing, watching on YouTube rather.
What was that?
Sacred Symbols YouTuber's life lesson.
Oh God,
I don't know.
It
I remember
was
when that game came out.
amazing.
It just looks horrible.
YouTuber's life OMG.
Of course, they had to add the OMG on the end. That's what sells them.
And in the game, they spell YouTuber like U-tuber. It's like they didn't have the rights.
Yeah, they were gonna
but
get
the
sued.
title is YouTubers, like correctly spelled.
Oh.
So I have no idea what's happening. It was hilarious.
So what's the gameplay loop in YouTuber's life? OMG?
Well, it was clearly a mobile game. So it's like one of those mobile games where, I don't know, like you have to, it's so weird. So you have to like pick whether you're going to be a gamer or a cook and like all these other things, and then you have to, like, they were gamers, so they recorded gameplay. And then they had to like edit and pick the titles for the videos. It was like actually a weird, in-depth sim. But you also had to like go to work and study.
So yeah,
It
they had.
was
Do you
strange.
work a part-time job at Starbucks? 'Cause I think that's what most YouTubers
Yeah,
do.
I think he sold papers was one of the job opportunities.
Okay.
A newsboy.
Wait, like newspapers?
Yeah, like newspapers. Like what year is it?
Thought the whole thing of the YouTuber thing would be like, yeah, that stuff's dead. You're a YouTuber. It's a
You
weird
use
thing.
your experience selling newspaper to make jokes about it.
Oh jeez.
Duh.
Well, maybe that's my life. I used to sell. I used
Yeah.
to make and sell newspapers, and now I post videos of Will playing Knack on YouTube.
And that's all you do from now on.
That's my life.
Yeah.
That's it.
In about a year, we'll have beaten Knack for like the third dozen time.
Yep.
It's probably a good thing that we're not signed in on his profile though, because after he got like 4 trophies, you'd probably just want to go ahead and get the plat.
Oh, yeah, see,
and then we check
would
back
be
in
the
with
issue.
we check back in with Will, and he's beaten Knack 5 times trying to get the plat.
So we saved you. for
Every
yourself.
time I saw you online, I would quickly exit out of Knack so you wouldn't know that I was playing it in my spare time.
It's like, Darby, what have you done?
You should be able to hide that you're playing games, but, but only from certain people. Like, I don't want Darby to see that I played Knack. Like,
Yeah. Show that I'm watching Netflix when I'm playing Knack.
show that Will is playing My Little Pony Escape from Adventure Island instead of. Now we gotta make that game.
Yeah.
My Little Pony Escape from Adventure Island. That sounds like a Kyle game.
Yeah.
Jerry talked about he played an Adventure Time game.
Yeah.
Doesn't watch Adventure Time.
Yeah.
Has
Kyle
never,
just
has
plays
never
the
watched
weirdest
Adventure
games.
Time, but he
I'm
played
like, why?
the Adventure Time video game.
Yeah.
That is strange.
Pretty strange.
Well, Kyle and the games when he plays, I'm like, why, Kyle?
Well, I think he like literally it was like in 2 straight sentences. He was like, "It's a great game. It's terrible," or something like that.
I watched him play a Noid video game.
How was that?
It actually looked pretty solid. I think it's a fan-made game, like a fan-made sequel of a game that was like on the NES.
Are we talking about Annoyed like the pizza
Yes.
mascot? Oh God.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Pizza mascot.
It actually looked like it was a solid 3D platformer.
Knack is
It
a
was-
big boy. Let's go, big boy Knack.
Kyle enjoyed it.
Of course. I mean, Kyle's an interesting boy.
The moment
Yep.
of truth.
Interesting young man.
Indeed.
Gotta get my diabetes checked.
Mm-hmm.
Finger.
1
prick.
second, gotta prick myself.
Giant relics. And in tremendous numbers, too. Knack?
Let's talk about this guy's facial hair. What's going on with that? You know,
I'm
soul
gonna see
patch
it again.
goatee.
He's so unremarkable to me that I can't even picture what it's like right now. Oh, is it a new Knack, or are we just? Oh, we're putting our little toenails into. Yeah, it's like just under. It's like under the chin.
Oh.
Oh, he doesn't have the right pieces.
You know, why doesn't, I mean, at least grow a mustache with that, you know? I'm not the key.
Sorry, guys. I've usually performed better than this. I'm sorry.
Who would have imagined that Knack is like a 45-year-old black guy?
That's
That's what I want to know.
That's immediately what I picture. You know, like,
I'm not the
if I was
key.
in the room, it's like, Mark, what do you picture Knack like? You know, get Christopher Judge in here.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously, you know, the twist very early on was he's the bad guy. Is the next twist going to be his assistant's the true bad guy?
Of course, Jeff. Of
Okay.
course. Yeah, he's a puppet in her game. Absolutely.
Then it turns out Knack's the true mastermind.
Oh God. So twisty.
Run, Knack, run. Look at that barrel roll.
Man, that was such a clumsy.
Is this where we cry? Because Knack is dead?
Yeah, we're supposed to. Be
Even
real
though we're
sad.
in chapter
Are we
4
gonna play
of
as
13?
a little man? No, we're not.
We're just going to play as the spear. No, it's going to be Little Knack.
I'm about to say, what do you guys think you did? He gets blown into a bunch of pieces all the time. All the time.
That's the gameplay.
It's kind of his whole thing. Is putting himself back together.
Is he sad boy Knack? No.
Of course, those exact pieces.
Yeah,
Yep.
fell right there. How do I get back?
Gotta do some platforming.
Oh, chapter 5-3, guys.
The legendary land.
Out of 13.
Out of 13. Jacob, I need you to play like the next 6.
I was about to say,
for
Will,
me.
you didn't even play the first like 2 or 3 or
I
whatever.
can't believe Jacob played 4.
Oh,
or
was
3.
it 4?
It
I
was
don't know.
3.
I started.
You started
at
at 4-1.
Yeah. Holy cow.
He played for like 3 hours. Like I said, this is all I'm gonna ask. This is his session and your session. I'm satisfied.
He's mainly saying that because he's got to usually sit around for these anyway, and he doesn't want to do this.
Yeah. He's like, what have I done? I just have to watch someone play Knack, which is arguably worse.
Hey, I've enjoyed just talking about anything other than that while watching you play that.
Yeah. What's worse than playing Knack? Watching it. Oh man, these ladybugs.
So how far are we from Mortal Kombat?
Doesn't it come out
It comes like
next week? 2 weeks?
I don't know,
It's
it
in-
comes out
it's in April.
like April 23rd or something.
Oh, wow.
Oh really?
That sucks.
Yeah.
Thought it was like mid-April.
Insane.
Midder slash a little
I think it's
early.
like
I probably just feel that way.
23rd for Mortal Kombat, 26th for Days Gone.
I probably just feel that way because we know pretty much everything. We know all the characters at this
Yeah.
point.
They leaked, and it's not like the other ones tried that hard to hide them.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so it looks like the Sonic thing's over, and they just talked about Sonic Team Racing or whatever for like
No trailer?
40 minutes.
Come on, Sonic.
Okay, but you know what, guys? I'm gonna do something here,
What you gonna do, Jeff?
cause I just for the lulz. Let's
I
see
like
if I can.
lulz.
Let's see. So I'm going to assume that you guys would not care if you had Sonic the movie spoiled for you.
No, is it spoiled already?
Apparently there is
A screenplay?
Was there a script or something?
Let's see here. Yeah, so apparently there's a rumor like of the plot leaking. So I feel like it could be fun because
Screw it, man.
let's face it, we're not going to see it.
And if we do, who cares?
Yeah.
If we know, we'll be seeing it.
I'm
because
not
it's
worried
some
about Sonic
meme
the
of a movie.
Hedgehog spoilers.
Yes. Okay.
All right. So anyone watching the stream,
If you care.
if you care about Sonic spoilers,
Possible Sonic spoilers.
you might want to skip ahead a
Yeah.
little. All right. I will wave like this whenever we get out of the Sonic spoilers.
Thank goodness.
All right.
Thank goodness for that.
All right. I don't know who the hell would
Oh
care.
yeah, this first sentence. Okay, this can be fun. Okay. Sonic's origin. Sonic escapes his birth planet as a baby.
Oh no! Yes, yes.
Rings are how Sonic got to Earth. He can throw one and imagine a place, and it will take him there. It's found by an owl and grows up on Earth.
What the hell is going on? I love it.
Ends up alone after some time and grows up staying hidden. He pretty much scavenges and lives in the shadows. He is known as the Blue Devil
He's a teleporting alien monster.
The Blue Devil.
to the locals and thought of as an urban legend until he is found out about. Loneliness gets to him, which leads to the government bringing in Robotnik to find the energy disturbance caused by Sonic. And as a parenthesis, Sonic makes an electrically charged run when he focuses or gets extremely emotional. His charged run is why he gets detected and how Doc comes into the film. Hijinks ensues, and a good story is told as Tom the Cop and Sonic
A
become
good
besties.
story.
A good
Is
story.
that in the script?
They're like, we
Tell a
promise.
good story.
We promise. Good
Tell
story.
a good story.
And there's a lot more stuff here. I don't know if you want.
yes, Jeff.
Okay.
Of course.
How Sonic and Tom meet. Tom has raccoon problems and is trash.
Can I just say, you reading this is probably a better telling of the story than watching the movie.
Wait, can you say that line again?
Tom has raccoon problems and is trash.
Tom has raccoon problems.
Yes.
Raccoon problems.
When he goes to deal with it, he sees Sonic face to face for the first time. he tranks him and puts him in a cage.
So there's humans in the Sonic.
Oh yes.
Please tell me, like, in the movie, he just treats him like he thinks this is just a raccoon, even though it's a giant blue man.
Clearly a blue hedgehog.
Robotnik shows up, but they escape, and Tom begrudgingly agrees to help Sonic.
Oh,
Sonic has to go to San Francisco because he activated his ring portal power and dropped the bag of rings into it, dumping them on top of the Golden Gate Bridge. And it proves donuts may also be involved. The wording on that detail is a bit confusing.
Donuts?
They're like rings. Tom drives him there because he is moving to San Francisco to prove to himself that he can handle real cop crime and not Montana small world problems. Tika Sumter plays Tom's wife Annie. She's a veterinarian, and since she was known to Sonic when he watched them from afar as being kind to animals, he felt he could trust them both. Eggman's role, Robotnik, who's never referred to as Eggman, is
Jim
just
Carrey, everyone picture Jim Carrey.
It's just a psycho doc that works for the government initially.
Oh man, I forgot Jim Carrey's in this movie. That makes me sad.
Yeah,
I like Jim Carrey.
He has drones that can track and shoot, as well as a large tank. He's super obnoxiously smart and
He got abducted.
Make tons of comments in the film about how superior his brain is. Has the typical long coat and all dark evil scientist look, short mustache as well initially. He gradually gets crazy and more obsessed with Sonic as the film goes, and doesn't rock the same sure look until tail end of the movie, when he is defeated and ends up on a foreign planet that Sonic was supposed to escape to in the event of being found on Earth. He is now hefty and rocking the full-blown stash. Miscellaneous extras. There's one major car chase scene / battle. Sonic flosses afterwards. The dance, yeah.
Oh.
The dance move.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
In another scene, Sonic creates an Earth bucket list after Tom agrees to help him get his rings back. Sonic sneaks off while Tom makes a phone call in a backwoods gas station. Sonic creates a ruckus and a bar fight ensues.
Sonic flosses.
Other Sonic characters in the movie. None.
Knuckles.
It's just Sonic and Eggman.
Lame.
This is a lame movie.
That could be the main points of the Sonic movie.
Why the hell is he an
Oh,
alien?
look, it's done.
Oh, sorry.
Why is he a what?
Well, we're
I
done.
totally missed what was going on with the game. What the hell is that?
He got abducted by it. It's like this weird
Is that Knack's guy?
hive mind thing. It's a guy trying to best Knack,
This is the
but
Colonel.
Knack is the one true guy.
Oh no. Oh no. Knack. Oh no.
It's the big thing in
Knack.
Dead Space
Knack
that makes
is
all
going
the
to die.
things. And he gets abducted.
Nice.
Oh, Knack, we were so close.
So close, buddy.
Messed up one.
Well, all right, Jeff. All right, we're going back into the Sonic spoilers because we didn't get to talk about it. So,
Spoilers.
wait for me to wave again.
No one who's watching this right now would probably care.
I doubt they would care. Why is he an alien?
Because how else are they going to explain his existence?
A blue hedgehog.
And I mean, I'm so down with it. It's so stupid. This
So,
movie's
Dart,
gonna
does
be
make you want to
terrible.
watch the movie more?
I mean, I don't want to pay money to do so. I'll watch it.
Like, if it gets on Netflix, will we sit down and watch
Of course, Jeff. Of course.
it? Why everyone else but me gets drunk?
Of course.
That's the only way.
Oh boy. I mean, but it's probably not going to be as bad funny as I still think this movie is just going to be a shitty kids movie where Detective Pikachu looks actually funny.
Nintendo stays winning.
They should make a Detective Knack movie.
This man's got the ideas.
Yep. We're gonna announce that at E3, Will.
Yep.
You spoiled
At
it.
Microsoft conference.
Sony skipped
What?
E3 to announce Detective Knack.
Yep. It was like it's like this is too big for E3. We
Oh,
gotta.
yeah, how about we will talk about it on the podcast. I mean, I don't want to ruin everything we're going to talk about, but Microsoft putting the Master Chief Collection on Steam is a pretty damn big deal.
Indeed.
Like, Microsoft continues to just
Will they put it on PS4?
put it on everything. Like, Xbox still just keeps making like moves that are like
And they added Halo.
not for their best interest, but is for the general people's best interest.
They added Reach too, right?
Yeah.
That makes me excited.
I love
as
Reach.
a Reach fanboy.
Oh yeah, I love Reach. I'll probably get that on PC depending on price.
think it's like $30 for the whole collection.
So are they adding Reach to the like Xbox version too? I guess.
Yes. I can't remember exactly the way it is for Reach, but only part of the game's part of the
Yeah, I
Master
think it's
Chief
literally
Collection.
just the Forge part, that's just like the creator level part for Reach, and then you have to pay if you want the rest of it.
Yeah.
So you.
But if you have Game Pass, you get it all.
I think once PS5
Suckers.
comes out, I might actually buy like an Xbox One S just so I can have Game Pass.
I'm just waiting for Game Pass to be on PC, and then I'll just get it and play it on my.
What kind of sucks though for you, Will, if you do that, you may not be able to play all the new stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're doing that whole 2 console thing, it might be worth it to potentially maybe wait and see about getting the streaming one.
Or get a
Or
PC.
digital one, or that.
gaming laptop. Join us, Will.
I'm not a nerd.
Greg Miller can't find you.
You think I'm a nerd?
Greg Miller can't find you. It's okay.
Yes. Only nerds play Knack.
Yeah, dude. I've never played Knack.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Can I just skip this guy?
All your enemies are way cooler than me.
Yeah.
Well, every
Seriously.
now and then the enemies are way cooler than me. Like these guys.
Dang it, I do have to beat this guy. Come here, punk.
Alright. You asshole.
Oh my gosh.
It's a long string of things, but seeing this temple made me think about Futaba's temple in Persona 5, which made me want to play Persona 5.
Fun fact: Futaba's voice actress is Cassie's new voice actress.
Ah. That's two very
Trophy earned.
different characters.
And she is also, I think, friends with Ian. From Futaba's. I do believe she's been on Easy Ally stuff.
I do believe.
That is pretty cool.
Can't remember who else she voices. I remember there was like at least another 1 or 2 other things that stood out.
I like Futaba and I like Cassie. They're very different, like I said.
Yep. Went from Ashley Birch to her.
Oh, it was actually Birch before.
Yep.
How are they gonna do that? Actually, Birch did a lot of things that we just didn't know it was her until Life is Strange and Horizon happened.
Ashley
Now
is
we're
also
a
a
lot
friend of Ian. Ian just knows everyone.
And the song they made together was adorable. That was still like one of my favorite Easy Allies videos. It's the one.
But sorry, Ian hasn't been in the podcast or things in the last couple of weeks. It's made me sad.
I know. Is he dead? Did he die? He
No.
died.
I think there was some personal stuff going on. I can't remember.
Like
They didn't exactly say what.
Death is a pretty personal thing, Jeff.
Yeah.
death of Ian.
R.I.P. Ian. But Blood mentioned, I think, on Twitter yesterday saying something about he was in the office with Ian setting some stuff up.
Which one is Ian?
He's the one who's on the podcast as a switcher and stuff, and
He has
One-
long hair.
yeah.
On top? Doesn't he have like an undercut or something? Like where it's really long on top? Or no? Oh no, Ian has
I mean, I think
long
it's just
hair all the way around.
Yeah, it's just like shoulder length hair.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I guess. Have you guys seen Mr. Greg Miller's little hint about what something they're announcing on Monday?
Yeah, I have no clue what it is.
What do you say?
Oh, pretty much saying there's something really big happening on Monday, and they're even like doing a little live stream after their daily
He did
shows.
say it's not a new studio or a new person or something. Like he had
Or
some
we're not being
follow-up tweet.
acquired by anyone or something like
yeah.
that. Said you'll never see it coming.
You never see it.
They're making a game.
Man, they
Like
could.
I'm curious what. Yeah, I'm very curious what it is.
Yeah. They just already had so many announcements. So,
Thing is, because
Jeff, the big announcement, they did this big press conference thing. He's like, the next shipment of Ghostbusters Playmobil toys came in.
Well, luckily Tim retweeted saying, "Yeah, this is a big deal. You guys won't see it coming."
Okay. We'll see.
They're hiring Colin back.
God.
I think they said they're not hiring anyone.
I just would not want to be in the Facebook group if that happened. just be a dumpster fire.
Chris Ray gun is coming. I actually am really.
They're gonna
enjoying
finally
Tickets.
let Tim host. He thought he was hosting before.
Everyone is invited to Tim's wedding.
Yep.
Maybe that's
Everyone.
all the best friends.
The wedding that's like 2 years from now or something. I think they said.
Really, 2 years?
Yeah, I think that's what they said. And
Why would you do that?
They're gonna host it like in the middle of the woods, and it's just like everyone can come. Anyone who can make it can come.
Let's go,
I
baby
mean,
Knack.
Jen's gonna be pregnant at some point soon, but I don't think they would make like kind of funny like press conference announcement for that.
Yeah.
I think that would just be on the podcast.
Oh my, this is a interesting.
Greg Miller as a father. it's very funny to me.
I think there was something like I can't remember what it was. Greg made something. He was hinting at something. Might have been with the Playmobil crap. Saying something like, "Jen's not pregnant."
Yeah, oh, it was the Playmobil. Yeah.
Like anytime he said like he has an announcement like, "So is Jen pregnant yet?"
Yeah.
These graphics are pretty bad, guys. Look at the environment graphics.
I don't know. 10 out of 10, personally.
Whichever. Between this and the podcast, I probably will want to go get some food.
Okay.
Probably won't get a full meal because I know I'll be eating not too long from now dinner, but I've never really had lunch.
Okay. You can grab something.
I might just get like a
lunch.
biscuit.
A biscuit.
A biscuit. Then we can record the podcast. And Captain Marvel, are you okay with recording both of those?
Both. Yes.
Both of these.
Both these.
Back to this guy.
Both of them.
Apparently I'm back to this guy. I don't know what I was doing for the previous like 30 minutes.
Well, maybe we can finish this one and then go do that. And Will, you're welcome to come eat a biscuit with us if you want.
Okay.
And then maybe we can get doing the other things. 'Cause I do want to watch that Rain game when we get done. So we'll watch that.
Well, hopefully I'll beat this guy in these remaining minutes.
You gotta beat the all-knowing eye.
And then I can. Then we can go get these eats.
Biscuit.
Biscuits.
Run, Knack!
Do it
Get
better.
some oomph in your step.
So, okay.
Put pep in your step.
So bring the conversation, at least have Knack included. Let's say they do make another PlayStation All-Stars. Would Knack be in it?
Probably.
Was he not in the last one?
They just need characters.
Knack wasn't even out then. Because it came out.
PS3 wasn't.
Yeah.
We're old, man.
Come on, Knack!
I guess it came out in 2012.
If Knack 2 would not happen, then maybe not. But since Knack 2 happened, it
I feel like
probably
he's
would.
made for something like that.
Yeah, I mean, he is kind of a kid-friendly mascot. He definitely didn't take off, but I mean, Cat didn't take off. Gravity Rush didn't take off, and she's in it. Yeah.
Yeah, but at least people like her character for the people that did play it. Yeah. Does anyone like Knack beyond memes?
I'm sure there's some kids out there that aren't even aware that people hate Knack.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, Knack. I mean,
my
think about it.
favorite
Whenever I was a
PlayStation
kid, I played some absolute shit games and didn't realize they were shit.
Like Crash.
I always hated Crash, but
Oh,
but I definitely played some that game. Shrek Super Party.
Wow.
I mean,
It
that's a
was-
masterpiece.
It was a Shrek Mario Party clone.
I miss the days of playing like bad, like movie games.
Played a
They don't
lot of
even,
them.
from that part, they don't even try anymore.
There's like the Iron Man Wii game.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
I think he's supposed to keep on going around in a circle. I don't know.
You're probably supposed to get somewhere. Or maybe you're supposed to send something back at it. Do you use the little Knack bits to do something?
I don't know. They
No, I
are.
think those are just to replenish your health if you get hit.
They are conspicuously floating.
We go all the way to the left, maybe?
Yeah. Keep on. I'm pretty sure those are just like if you get hit.
Come on, Mr. Knack. Oh, destroy these maybe?
No, I think that just destroy your cover. Go down.
Oh, okay. So you're literally just running away from the eye.
Like you literally just ran back the way you
came,
like,
yeah.
He's like, no.
Run left, run right.
Knack. Don't be such a weenie.
Freaking weenie.
About to get really big.
Big boy
Why
Knack.
are you such a weenie, Nat?
Oh yeah, this is Kratos level Knack now.
This is mega Knack.
I think it looks like Knack's wearing eyeliner.
Don't judge him.
No, I'm just pointing it out. He could be a member of My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
I don't know why I just thought of this. Do you guys see the new Aladdin trailer?
No,
I did.
Saw like screenshots of it.
It didn't look great.
It didn't, you said?
I don't think it looked great.
It looked alright. It looks better than the first thing we saw.
I think that's part of the thing where people being a little more positive about it because it, like people's like it's an upgrade from the awful teasers. I don't know.
Still not sold on Will Smith as Genie. I liked
See-
the casting at first, but now I'm like, I don't know.
See, that's the most positive thing I got out of it.
Really?
Though admittedly, that's not great. Like I just seeing Aladdin, like he just sounds kind of stiff or whatever. Not much going on. The Jafar casting is awful. I mean, he could be a fine actor, but I just was like, that's not Jafar. They got Jafar at the same age as.
There's a lot of these. I don't know, maybe it's an unpopular opinion, but I just feel like we don't really need live action versions of all these Disney movies. I mean, maybe some of them, they work right, but
I don't
especially
necessarily
Dumbo.
disagree with you.
Do we need Dumbo? Do we need this?
Did
Is
we
this something we
need-
need?
I do like the live action Lion King idea. Because I just like Jungle Book and what was the other live action?
Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast was okay, yeah.
And, I mean, to be fair, I haven't seen any of these.
Jungle Book was rather good.
I heard the Jungle Book.
I
was
feel
good.
like for a lot of these movies, like the ones that were made like that were really early on, like really old ones, those may work better depending what they do with them. The ones that were made in the 90s, we may not need those as much.
Well, Dumbo's about as old as it can get. So.
Yeah.
But Dumbo,
There are
like,
exceptions to these rules. I
the
make.
original Dumbo was like an hour long.
Oh yes, yeah, they're adding a bunch of stuff,
Yeah.
like expanding on things, which could be good depending. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's also one of those things. I'm just not that interested in Dumbo.
Yeah.
I am interested in Lion King because I was a kid and loved it and everything.
Yeah.
So you know. And it has Childish Gambino. It has John Oliver. It has
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Childish Gambino's brother, Donald Glover. Don't be so foolish, Darby.
Yeah, sorry. Didn't mean to.
Jordan Peele in it.
I think.
Oh, I've about had it with this
Or
guy.
at least one
Yeah.
of Key and Peele.
Apparently, Jordan's
John
new movie
Oliver-
Us is really good.
Dude, Us looks awesome.
Wait, what is it?
Jordan Peele's new movie.
Yeah.
The reviews on it have been great. It is very interesting that you obviously known for comedy and everything, and now he's just a horror writer who's
Apparently a damn good one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. But no, that's crazy. He already had such a successful career, and then now it's like
he's completely changed what he was doing from acting, comedy writing to writer and director for horror movies, and it's doing great.
Still just as successful. And that's the crazy thing. Like, yeah, they're not comedy movies. You would think
No.
that he would have went and like started writing comedy movies, but
I mean, I think
they're different. I mean, they do have humor in them, but they're not
Yeah.
comedy for sure.
in a way, I think that works because honestly,
I've about had it with
as much as I like Key and Peele skits, I mean, at least making that kind of stuff, a movie may not work as well, like that kind of comedy that they're known for.
oh yeah, how was the cat movie? I never saw it.
cat movie.
Oh
Keanu.
yeah,
Yeah, the trailers are really funny.
oh yeah, we were interested in that, but we just
Yeah.
never went.
Yeah.
Honestly, don't know.
All right, guys. If I don't beat him here, I'm gonna need a second player.
Okay,
I don't know what is
Right
up
here, yeah.
with this one guy.
he looks pretty annoying.
He's quite annoying. I'll tell you that. What? How am I supposed to? Oh boy. How? It's like Shadow of the Colossus all over again. Oh my gosh.
So guys, how about that there Division 2 breaking the whole curse of,
Yeah,
Those kind of games being mediocre. Darby, you give it a shot.
I don't know
What
how
do I
to.
do to
Just
join
press-
in? Oh, whoops. My bad. Can you hit start or something or
Press the
press the PlayStation button?
just press start or something, Darby, when you're in the game.
Where is it?
Yeah, there. Go out.
Pressing.
Oh, there you
I
are.
am.
Hey,
Hello.
baby Nat. Baby Nat, get this stuff.
Little brother, man. Yeah.
Oh,
It just goes to you.
It gives it to me.
Yep. It is little
Yeah,
brother
this,
mode to the max.
The 2 player is not as well implemented in this game as 2.
All right, let's get this bread.
You know what, Darby? You got a Keanu got a 78 on Rotten Tomato. That's not bad for.
Oh,
That's not good. That's not bad for a comedy.
I will watch Keanu on some streaming platform.
Is Keanu on Netflix?
If it is, I will watch it. I kind of just completely forgot about that until.
Speaking,
And just like that, Will.
Easy peasy.
I guess we're talking about Jordan Peele. I think Get Out's on
Okay,
HBO. I need to probably
you
watch
haven't
that.
seen Get Out?
I have not.
Dude.
I haven't either, actually.
What?
I don't watch movies. I mean, other than these Marvel movies, it makes it sound like that's all I really care about. But I just don't go watch the movies.
Dude, no. Get Out's really good.
I need to go on HBO and just watch a bunch of movies. 'Cause I think
Yeah.
my mom's planning on getting rid of it after Game of Thrones is done.
So,
Like a lot of
do
people.
it while it's there, Jeff.
So I need to watch that, Justice League, Power Rangers,
Power Rangers.
and True
How have you
Detective.
still not seen? How have you still not seen Justice League?
I don't know, man.
Wait, so you haven't seen any of True Detective?
I have not.
True Detective season 1 is awesome.
I
I want
know.
to watch.
I need to watch that in
I've
season
only
3.
seen season 1.
I'll
but
skip 2.
Yeah,
I heard
you
season
can
2 is just like remarkably dark and not very good.
Like, I don't think it's anywhere near as bad as everyone else says, but it's definitely like you can skip it. Like, I would say watch 1 and 3, and then if you just really want more, then watch 2.
Okay.
Did
Yeah.
you,
That'll be my
you
plan.
like 3 then? You watched it?
I mean, I've watched 1 episode and it was phenomenal. I like really want to see where it's going. It definitely like reminds me a lot more of 1. And it has Mahershala Ali, who is one of my favorite actors.
Uh-oh.
I guess we're good all the
There's a
way.
new thing on Netflix called The Order. It's obviously
1886.
1886.
exactly. You guys see
You know, I kind of enjoyed that game.
it. Never played it.
Shouldn't have been $60. But it was
Now I
fun.
can get it for like 5.
Yeah. I think it was free at some point too.
I think it's been free a lot of times.
Oh, okay. I missed that. Why is it taking so long to get to this guy?
Do we have to make him destroy the thing? Or he'll just do it on his own apparently. Oh god.
Give me all your blocks.
I don't care.
Knack is really just like a Lego game.
Just a bad one.
Yeah.
Darby, no!
Oh hey, what's up? Oh no, no.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Oh no. Hey.
Thanks for the distraction.
No problem, my dude. Hey, kill me, you stupid eye. Thanks. There you go.
This is the most drawn out thing. Oh, one of these guys. Oh my gosh, my worst
The
nightmare.
terrible camera angle.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
we have to go all the way back?
How? Oh, don't tell me. Oh, good. This is good. This is good. Why is this section of the game so long? And I have no crystals either. Why is there like friendly fire in this game? I'm
It
so
makes no
confused.
sense. So that the little brother can be annoying.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna die again. Yep, there it is.
Sorry, let me handle it. My deaths mean
yeah,
nothing.
I need to go on the other side. Ugh. This really is just like a PS2 game.
Welcome to that.
Guys, but Knack's a masterpiece.
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 10 out of 10. Have fun over there, Darby.
Yep.
You know someone gave it a 10.
All right. Can't see you, but I'm gonna kill you.
Believe in you. You did it!
Yeah,
There's
kicked
another
his
one.
ass. Woo! Yeah, I'm a Knack god, you guys.
I don't know if there's like a certain way to destroy them, but I couldn't figure it out.
I got it, and I can't even see him,
You're
Will.
just pressing square.
For the kind of funny.
I was in the complete opposite side of the room.
Some people are guessing for the kind of funny announcement that they're leaving Patreon or something.
That would be
I wonder what. I mean, they have to have something like that. I
Yeah.
feel like so much of their. I think a lot of their funding comes from it.
Yeah.
And after how big of a push they just had for it, that would.
Yeah,
be
it's
weird.
kind of.
That would be surprising.
I still haven't got to my freaking T-shirt. Apparently they're working on it.
for what?
In January they did the whole fundraiser thing for Patreon.
Talk this over.
I was like, well, I'd never given them money, so I'll do one of the higher tiers, and I also came with a T-shirt because it's kind of funny, but the Marvel Studios logo.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
But that was January. Haven't got to it yet, but they've been saying all weekend thing that Joey's been working on it, so it's like, okay. I was getting worried there for a little bit until they mentioned it, like the past week.
All right, your boy probably needs a little bit of food, so we might have to call it at the Castle of Clan Victor.
Wow.
So, what's your
I'm
Knack
so
review?
upset.
All right, Will,
I
we
wish
want
I
your
could play a few more hours. You know?
Will, what's your review? Of
I mean,
Knack?
we can come back.
I would die.
All right, you have 20 seconds on the clock.
20 seconds. Knack is a PS2 game that somehow made it to PS4 hardware. You beat up a lot of robots and jump around a lot and have close to zero fun.
All right, I think you got it in under 20. Nice job. That's our official Knack 2. Or not Knack 2, Knack review. Knack 2 is coming in.
Knack 2 is coming soon.
The next time Will loses a bet.
We'll just jump right into Knack.
Just jump right into Knack 2. Who cares? Who cares anymore?
But
All
this is obviously when it gets good.
Yeah.
Look at that
we
building.
we got snow level
You just
now,
have to
apparently.
play the
The
first
sand.
6 hours, and then it gets good. So
That's absolutely sad. All right. Well, bye.
goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye, Knack.
Forever. Castle Clan.